can't just take Woody from me and get away with it, Wesker. This cell ain't big enough for the two of us.
3 of us.
Right, the 3 of us.
Hey, wait a minute. Shut up, Dalagan. I'm tired of you putting words in my mouth. Arnie boy here may not look like much, but he's pliable, dependable, and he can give me what I want.
What do you want?
Freedom! And I want a partner in crime who's willing to fight for it.
Good evening, sir. I trust you had a productive day.
I have the code for the manual keypad protecting Death Row. 0529.
Shall I share this code with Miss Gordon? Oracle, sir? Cracking is one of her...
I know what she's capable of. I have what I need to access the Death Row Chapel where Falcone was attacked.
Ah, yes, Blackgate Chapel. A good place to find religion, or in this case, a cult.
I might not find the Rat King there, but I'll find something.
Happy hunting, sir.
And this is the same chapel where, Batman beat up the Joker, right? Or is it just another chapel?
I hope you're resting between your daily prison brawls and your nighttime daring-do.
I can handle it, Alfred. And there was only one fight today.
Glad to hear Mr. Malone is making friends. Or at least fewer enemies.
Otis attended group therapy in recent weeks, but he's moved from his cell into the walls, just like Falcone said.
Perhaps the best way to find Otis Flanagan is to walk a mile in his shoes.
Following his footprints will be enough. The crime scene in Death Row's Chapel is our best lead.
Alright. Come here. Oh, crud.
Tiger! We're reading increased rat activity in Death Row. They're sabotaging our system. You see a rat out there. Listen up! Some prisoners are missing from their cells. Be assured, inmates, that escape attempts will only ensure a much longer stay. Get back to your cell, or be marked for special treatment. And make no mistake, special treatment is not a thing. Remember, Tiger, these rats must pay for what they've done to society and its women. If slimy lawyers won't do it,
Falcone was attacked in the Death Row Chapel.
Tiger, fall in! Nightly investigation. And if you find any of those wind-ups, bring them to me. Don't blow your arms off.
Better hurry or we'll miss the address.
He ain't taking attendance. And the security cams are down. Rats chewing on the wire.
That why we got so many guys here tonight.
Got nothing on me!
Oh, come on, really? That should... I mean, the guy was stumbling too. How could he recover from that? I guess I have to use my batarang in that case. Great.
The courts. The Clint. The rats failed to kill Commissioner Gordon, but they've crippled the DCPD. They failed to kill DA Harvey Dent, but they made a...
They're using thermal imaging headsets. Anyone wearing them will be able to spot me hiding up in the darkness.
Wow, that is verbatim what Batman said about the thermal goggles in Batman Arkham City the first time he saw them. That's literally verbatim.
On my watch. Just because I expect much from bad people does not mean I expect nothing from them. Give up, Tiger. A pleasure watching you work, Batman. You heard... You're humiliating me in front of a lady.
Taking a look.
He's really showing his admiration for Batman, huh? I can't hit enemies when they're climbing ladders, apparently. That makes no sense. They're scared.
Batman got another one. A pleasure watching you work, Batman.
That detection is really bad. Why doesn't he just put me into the shift to the left and right? Why do I have to like pull up and then do this wonky animation of trying to swipe? And it has really bad detection, and then I can do the strangle. Like it's weird.
Someone's part of my body is finished. Tiger, let's bring our guns to my office, Batman. Everything's loose. Again. Don't make me leave this rat hunt myself.
And I have no clue what he said because of audio bugs.
Offline.
More rats, Mr.
If any of you encounter Batman,
Powering the backup generator should do the trick.
I insist you
I'll trace it in detective vision.
be the best. You must face the best. I will promote any guard who actually manages to injure Batman. Batman. It's a door.
Backup generator needs a jump. Alfred, ready the Batwing to deploy the shock gloves.
Right away. The highest point is the helipad. The exit's on the second floor, to your right from the chapel door. Marking it on your map. What could Bolton be defending with all this artillery?
His claim. I'd be surprised if there were anything deeper.
Yes, he doesn't strike me as a chess-level strategist.
Oh, symbol. But I can't. My detective vision's on.
Divine justice will be served.
I don't know why that has Roger Craig Smith's voice.
Another anti-aircraft gun installed on the helipad roof.
I have the element of surprise. Hold the Batwing until I disable it. The anti-aircraft gun's out of reach.
Blackgate tore down an edifice to install.
I'll look for a weak wall. Alfred, send the Batwing.
Shock gloves en route to the helipad, sir.
Again,
Might
why
be
does
so.
he not have those
Thanks,
equipped at the
Alfred.
start? I don't understand. The Rat Cult has been waging this war on Gotham since Independence Day. The gravitas of that should force Batman to fully prepare himself with his arsenal. It makes no sense.
Lucius miniaturized the electrocutioner's design to integrate with my gauntlets.
Now you're putting it to use in the name of justice.
Like he wasn't doing
Punch
that
charges
earlier.
of the shock gloves. An attack combo will activate them. Tiger isn't ready for this.
There we go.
Break his way.
Here they come.
The wrong guards, Bat.
Oh, what? Bullshit. I hate that. I hate that the stun cannot be used to counteract counters. You can't use the cape stun to counteract an enemy's attack. That's annoying.
The wrong guards, Bat.
And did you notice how for some reason I couldn't hit that guy with the gun? What was up with that? That was weird.
The shock gloves are portable, sir. Why not just bring them with you?
They're experimental, not worth the risk during an investigation.
Oh, really? And yet you don't think it's important to bring the explosive gel, the bat claw, any of those crucial gadgets with you on your person at all times? I don't get it. And how could the shock glove still be experimental 6 months after Batman Arkham Origins?
There's the landing.
just punched in. The bat came through here. He's got bodies in the infirmary to prove it. When you see him, don't hold back. Because he won't.
And also, you might have noticed that after I finished that beatdown on the armored guy, it immediately prioritized the guy behind him. So that's a big problem. Like, what if there was an armored guy right behind that guy when I finished the beatdown? I could have lost my combo. That's a big problem right there. I kind of wish the beatdown finished with... Although then again, if it did finish with like a special takedown, it would slow you down and possibly prevent you from countering other attacks or evading.
I need to get to the chapel. Security barricades. Locked down due to rats' sabotage.
Logs show prisoner transfers from death row to general population.
Which means any prisoners I find here are rats.
Oh, it's the door, right? Yeah, it's the door. I see. So the second part is 2-8. It looked like the door, but I just wasn't sure. I thought it was something else. I guess the first part is 10, so it's 102814? Oh, okay. Yeah, that was a little confusing. I thought it was... I thought that second picture was referring to somewhere here, or like this was helping to refine the third image somehow. Yeah, should have noticed it was the door there. Huh. This looks a lot like that area from the introduction of Batman Arkham Origins. And remember, you go through this hallway, the door closes behind you, and in front of you, a bunch of prisoners come out of their cells and you fight them. And then you grappled over an elevator right in front of you, but the chapel's right there.
Yeah, well, your cousin Petey's an idiot. Come on, I don't want to be licked.
But this isn't where the chapel was in Batman Arkham Origins. Does that lead to the execution chamber there? Because the chapel was right next to the execution chamber. That's how you got to Commissioner Loeb. I don't remember the chapel being right there. What is that?
Mechanical rats. I can destroy them with a batarang.
Strange vermin, sir.
The rats must have let them loose after I took out the guards.
So that's supposed to be the replacement for the teeth from Batman Arkham Asylum. What is that? There's something in there. It's an echo. Is that an echo? I gotta get over there.
Miss Quinzel, I'm giving you a chance here. Do you know what happens if the prosecution can try Julian Day as a sane man?
That was from Batman Arkham Origins.
And this city will thank you for helping to remove a cold-blooded killer from the streets.
That was one of the audio logs you could collect. So that's what they mean by an echo. Counter stun baton and shield bash attacks with this shock glove technique. That I definitely need. Increased shock glove battery capacity keeps them charged longer between strikes, making it easier to maintain your combo score. And less awkward. They should be saying less awkward rather than easier. Because those red counter icons, I don't like to rely upon this whole system of having to move the left analog stick in a certain direction like this, and then clicking like that. It's just really bad. And wait, didn't you go into a cell like this? You went into a cell like this in Batman Arkham Origins and then used your explosive gel to blow the wall up. You used explosive gel to take out the Black Mask Thug after you went through a ventilation duct from a cell that
Just
had
like the
such
Gotham
artwork.
sewers. This isn't a prison. It's a lair. The rats use these tunnels to move around undetected in broad daylight.
Much like their namesakes.
Knives.
Knives? Countered the blade attack, dodged the follow-up swipes. At least they aren't the ones that block, because the amount of times they messed with the combat in Arkham Asylum was annoying. There we go. They even have markings here? Why would there be markings here?
All right, everyone, listen up. Tigers out in force. No one goes out without someone watching his back.
We should make our way back to our cells. Getting killed in Blackgate won't help our cause. Shrike was a martyr because people witnessed his death. You're dying here, you're just a body.
The Rat King called us to the clink. We must trust his word. Anyone seen Flanagan?
Nah, got those new gloves from Joe and disappeared.
New gloves? What happened to the old ones?
GCPD tore them off to get prints on a knife and haul them in.
They're all corrupt. Right up to D.A. Harvey Kent.
It's Dent with a D.
Wait, he changed his name or something?
No, you're an idiot. Focus. Bolton's still looking for Otis, so he ain't dead. At least not by Tiger's head.
We should be so lucky. The guns out there are something.
A few hours ago, maybe. They look pretty thin on my way here.
Yeah, well, we ain't the only ones moving through the shadows in this place.
Hey, shut up, shut up! You hear that?
Shut up!
I think they know I'm here. It sucks that the armor doesn't show up in detective vision. I really wish it did.
I'ma punch you! This mask don't help with allergies.
Shut up, Francis.
Oops. That takes care of the gun.
Sewer power.
Get hurt. Shut up.
Blade dodge takedown. That could come in handy.
Looks like someone brought a bat to a knife.
The King's troops will defeat you!
That blade dodge is well designed. And I lost my combo, god damn it. That was sloppy. It could have been much better.
Another revival broken up.
Thankfully no hostages this time.
Master Bruce, do you understand why they rebel?
They're convicts, not men of conviction.
Who felt treated unfairly by society?
They made their choices, and those choices led straight to me. How close am I to the chapel?
Quite close.
It's interesting how they're talking about that right now. 2 years as Batman. And he's never contemplated that kind of question on why these criminals do what they do. Again, he should have learned all this when he traveled the world. Why didn't he? It makes no sense. And 6 months after Batman Arkham Origins, he's still pondering this question. It doesn't make sense. These are the kind of questions that should have been addressed in Batman Arkham Origins. Like when he was actually dealing with Joker. Like, why would people follow someone like the Joker? I mean, even he said, I've dealt with psychopaths before, but nothing like this. It's so confusing. He should be asking the same question with Bane's group as well. Because Bane took in convicts. He took in people who were betrayed by the government in his country, and also the ones who were abused in Peñadura. It's just so odd. Like, the timing on these questions is just very weird. It's a good idea, but I just don't understand the timing. That's what's confusing. Oh, it lists the code on the cylinder. So these are some pretty fun puzzles for optional content.
The chapel. Time for answers.
That takes care of that gun. It's not letting me pick up the echo. I don't know why. Okay, I had to hold it.
It started out as my control gas, but I adjusted the recipe. A large dose will turn those brains to succotash.
Huh. Was that an audio log in
The
Batman
Joker
Arkham
hides his
Origins?
plans in a smokescreen of chaos.
Though this be madness, yet there is method in it.
He's clearly insane, but he acts with purpose. And that's what makes him dangerous.
As long as he remains in captivity, you needn't concern yourself with his forks and handsaws again.
You shouldn't be thinking like that. I mean, what happened in Batman Arkham Origins Blackgate? Don't you guys remember that? He was still a threat even while in captivity. Yes, he escaped, but he was still there.
Another. Get ready for retribution.
Ghastly thing. At least the chapel knows its audience.
How old is this?
No one really knows. It's one of the prison's few surviving original.
Okay, so they were saying stuff, but I could not hear. I don't know why they were getting into a conversation in the middle of combat. They really should have fixed that. I'll take that. It's the same chapel. It's the same chapel.
He claims his assailant was the prisoner Otis Flanagan. There's still evidence in the chapel from the attack on Falcone. I'll set up a crime scene and figure out what happened.
This game is so good.
Flanagan threw Falcone through this pew. Remarkable
Pew?
for someone of Flanagan's size.
Is that really what they call those?
Blood spatter and prints indicate Falcone laid here following the attack. Strange. I'm not seeing any forensic evidence tying Otis Flanagan to this scene. The assailant snuck up behind Falcone, struck him with a metal pipe, before covering his head with a sack. Traces of metal on the kneeler, and nail marks in the fabric. No trace of Otis's prints on the weapon, but then again, he does wear gloves. Something's not right, Alfred. Are any of the details from this attack consistent with Flanagan's crimes on the outside?
No, sir. But prison can change a man, as I'm sure you're well aware.
I'll keep looking. The altar was configured to look like a shrine to the Rat King. Falcone struck his assailant with a manifesto as he laid on the altar. It gave Falcone time to escape, but only for a moment. If Falcone struggled as much as evidence suggests, these items would have been knocked aside. That means they were placed on the altar after the assault. Someone with access to the chapel staged this scene to implicate Flanagan. Before throwing Falcone into the pew, the attacker hit the candelabra. 3 sets of footprints were left in this pool of wax. First set, size 14. No discernible tread pattern. Whoever made these wore disposable shoe covers. The second is a partial from an Italian loafer, Falcone's. The third set was made after the wax dried, a match for the distinctive claw-like shoe prints I found in Otis Flanagan's cell. Otis was here, but didn't arrive at the chapel until after the assault. Fabric analysis shows a small amount of Kevlar and nylon. The assailant wore a bulletproof vest and caught it on the candelabra during the struggle with Falcone. I've scanned all available evidence. Only a small group of people in Blackgate are equipped with bulletproof vests. I'll narrow my search to the most likely candidates. Tiger Security have access to bulletproof vests, not to mention the chapel itself. Someone on Tiger's payroll is responsible.
Brandon.
Another excellent deduction, sir. Perhaps Otis Flanagan could provide a suitable explanation for why he was framed.
I don't think I'll have to wait very long. My Batarang can hit targets that are out of reach.
Oh, thanks for the tip, Batman.
Well now, my son, have you come to confess your sins? You carry a heavy load, don't you? Step into the confessional. Perhaps I can lighten it for you.
You were here the night Falcone was attacked. Why?
Searching. Seeking my missing brethren.
The prisoners.
Abducted in the night. But still they remain lost. I found only Falcone. At the mercy of the head guard.
Bolton.
Okay.
That explains the broken pew. It would have taken a man of tremendous strength to cause such damage.
Makes sense. I was hoping it was going to be Brandon.
Your so-called Day of Wrath will kill innocent people. How do you justify that?
Bruce Wayne hoards billions. More money than he'd be able to spend in 100 lifetimes. Meanwhile, we starve. We live on the streets. Ignored, invisible, yet greater in number every day. Our wrath is inevitable.
Let's talk about the billionaire orphan. No, that's not what an orphan is. It's living in the cold, the rats gnawing at your fingers, your other body parts. The way the actor delivered that entire line, I honestly like Riddler's actor more than Heath Ledger and Joaquin Phoenix, the two actors who played Joker in The Dark Knight and in the Joker film. And at least, like, Riddler had a presence. Like, Riddler actually had a background, how he got to where he was with his skills, but Joker just comes in and it's like, oh, he just has everything he needs. Like, I don't really like that about the Joker and the way he's portrayed in comics and in movies, but with the Riddler, the way Matt Reeves portrayed him was beautiful. Just the way he was justifying himself.
Why did Falcone think you attacked him?
Once Bolton's vile work was finished, I pulled the bag from the Roman's head and called for help. Vengeance belongs to the Rat King, not to me, not to Bolton. All things are in his plan, Batman.
For your sake, Otis, I hope you're telling the truth.
I suffer for honesty, not lies.
Bolton attacked Falcone, and he may be abducting prisoners.
Well, that complicates things.
I need more than Otis's word. I'll search Bolton's office.
The plot is definitely thickening, even though I already knew that Lau Bolton was going to be fought because I saw his boss fight encounter.
Batman! My friend! I have not sinned, and yet you punish me?
Okay! Extra bonus for anyone who can even touch Batman. Got that? Touch him! That's how low the bar is.
Oh, what? The disruptor can't be used to stop the gun permanently? That's stupid. That's dumb. I don't understand why that's the thing. It should not be a factor to consider.
I promise this will be a shot. In for a shot.
I'll mess you up good!
Breaking you's gonna be fun.
I promise.
You ain't breaking you's gonna be fun.
You got to really stay on top of the enemies because of the changes they made with the mechanics negatively. The wall obstructed my attack, so I had to aim lower.
Are you concerned about the fate you've left Mr. Flanagan to?
Otis was scared. He would have said anything to get out.
Indeed, perhaps fear does not always lead to truth.
Bolton may find him. But if I help Otis, I compromise my investigation.
Ever heard the old saying from Franz Kafka? Confessions and lies are the same. To confess, one must tell lies. That's what Alfred was referring to. Because when you're pressured, you'll try to say anything, or you'll probably be forced to say something that aligns with the truth. But that doesn't necessarily mean you're guaranteed safety. It's one of the flaws of the justice system that Franz Kafka pointed out.
To the rat skillet. I hope the rat.
Bolton only wants the upper hand so he can bring it down on the weak.
Think a riot is justice for your grievances. Justice is not letting you off on an insanity plea. justice is seeing you in prison.
What the hell? I got caught in that little gap right there. You know, I'm amazed we haven't seen many supervillains. I mean, literally, in Batman Arkham Origins, that one escaped convict that you interrogated, he's like, Joker, Bane, Mad Hatter, Black Mask, ain't no room left for us normal guys in Blackgate. And then Batman's like, don't worry, I'm sure they'll make room. Yeah. I just realized, when I was in the air and that grab icon appeared, I saw 2 circles around the grab icon, so that's probably an indication that it's a loud takedown. I didn't notice that earlier.
When Bolton took a dig at former cops, think he was talking about us?
We ain't had our asses kicked by Batman, so no. I got a short list of guys in mind who probably did, though.
Pansies. Some of those guys, being crooked was all they had going for them.
Yeah, like I said, best VR game by far.
Sure he's not there?
For now, but I won't have long.
Extra guns to the chapel. Greg Flanagan's sorry ass is gone.
For someone so against the rats, he sure doesn't do a good job at taking out their radios. I'm talking about Bolton. I guess I'll take that. Why is there just a random button up there? That doesn't make sense.
Prisoner transfer records should be on Bolton's computer.
Do be careful, sir. He strikes me as the sort to have an unsavory browser history.
The guy really likes torture and punishment. He has the rack. Oh my god. He has that. Okay, yeah, this guy is severely unhinged if he has medieval torture devices. What's he gonna have next? The pair of anguish? The guillotine? Jesus Christ, this guy's severely screwed in the head. Thank you for your interest regarding the position. We regretfully want to inform you that we have offered the position to a... Oh my god. The bane of any job seeker's existence. Every single time with these kinds of jobs saying, oh, we regret to inform you we have offered the position to another applicant. Or, no, we don't find you worthy for this position, when it's all a lie. It's all done as part of, like, ghosting. If you go on social media, if you look up ghosting on the internet, or you look up the fact that because of the fact that we're able to do all these job setups online so easily, it overflows in the companies, so they decline you so much more easily. And then you have other problems with the financial system, the job market system. So stupid. Yeah, so I've seen some of these newspaper clippings already. Cat's Eye Opal stolen? Catwoman?
The computer's unlocked. I'll back up his files and get out.
In a moment.
The blades are chipped. Bolton's been using these.
Target practice. I hope, sir.
You're serious? He has Batman's Batarang?
I'll insert the SD card to back up his files, then send them to Oracle for analysis. This will take time.
Perhaps a tour of Mr. Bolton's brooding office interior, sir.
Killer Croc? Please don't tell me he takes Venom. Surely he must understand better.
Batman. Killer.
That publication was never known for its accuracy.
Bolton believes it.
People will see what they want to see in their heroes.
Okay, so now he's gonna say stuff?
What a gruesome museum. Replicas, I take it.
A few are actually real.
Just like Bolton. Mostly talk, but just dangerous enough to need attention.
Why can't I just press B to get these interactions? Why do I have to use wonky detection like that to get these moments with Batman and Alfred? So he's really been using Batman's Batarangs. Batman defeats Joker. Crime soars overnight. Gotham needs Batman. Oh shit.
in Blackgate. When I heard you were in my prison, roughing up my men, I was honored. Big fan. But help me understand. You threw a man to his death off the courthouse roof. But now...
I don't kill.
Punishment is the only way to keep criminals in line!
Is that why you attacked Falcone?
Yes!
To punish him?
Yes, your methodology!
You took it too far.
I didn't go far enough! These scumbags think they rule behind the walls of my prison.
Is that what they're trying to do? They're trying to use Bolton as a foil to Batman, so that Batman learns about the consequences of his pursuit of vengeance? Much like that one guy in the Batman film at the end of the movie? Must be that.
You could have been more than a symbol.
You could have been a god. I know this line.
You could have been a god. You disappoint me. I'm sorry you won't be around to watch as I end Falcone's empire for good.
And replace it with your own twisted version of a criminal empire.
Never meet your heroes.
No good comes from hero worship, as Lex Luthor said in the Injustice game. That line sounds very simple, but there is a deeper meaning to it with what Lex Luthor says when you go through the kind of experiences I went through.
Kill him. Shoot his ass!
Master Bruce!
Getting out of here.
There should be a window behind you there.
That was close.
Sorry your meeting with Bolton ended in violence, sir. Sometimes our biggest fans can be our harshest critics.
I'll need Oracle to decrypt the card.
She's on call. Just place the drive in the reader on the forensic station.